Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report on this Wednesday, June the 7th, as I film to the south off of Jeanette's Pier, looking at some small waves, maybe in the 1-foot range, rolling in off the North Atlantic. We've got some bathers in the water, no surfers in the water, given the small waves, and all up and down the other banks we have small waves and smoky conditions. Smoky conditions due to over 400 wildfires burning across the United States right now. And I know we've talked a lot at the end of our videos about climate change and the need to rapidly deploy clean energy to prevent the worst impacts of climate change. And we talk about sea level rise, increasingly strong storms that affect the coastlines, and ocean acidification. But wildfires, something else that is another effect that is an upshot of climate crisis. And the drivers of increased wildfire frequency are both increased temperatures over land, which hit vegetation harder. These increased temperatures cause a greater rate of evaporation and precipitation. And the evaporative rate increase dries out vegetation faster, and the precipitation rate increase causes vegetation to bloom and grow more rapidly when there's more precipitation. So you have more vegetation growing in one side of the spectrum, and then more vegetation drying out in the other side of the spectrum, both of which are fuel for wildfires, and just increased heat generally is also fuel for wildfires. And as you can see here, looking at the haze in the background as we look down to the south, the coastlines themselves are not immune. We have air quality alerts all up and down the East Coast and the Outer Banks, which tend to enjoy very good air quality due to their remote location near the ocean and projecting out into the ocean, are also now under air quality alerts, with advisories for people to not stay outside for very long due to risk to health, particularly for those of us who have respiratory ailments such as asthma or chronic respiratory ailments. So just generally a nasty impact of climate change driven by all these abnormal wildfires that we are seeing right now. Okay, so it is small and smoky across the Outer Banks. I'm going to go ahead and run through the conditions here at Jeanette's Pier and on south. Right now, waves in the range of about 1 foot. The wave monitors say 1 to 2 foot, but I'm going to mark this down to about 1 foot because these waves are quite a bit smaller than the 1 to 2 foot range. Primary swell coming in out of the east-northeast. That is according to this, 1.7 foot swell at 8 seconds. Looks a bit smaller to me. Air temperatures in the range of about 70 degrees. Winds out of the north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. That's a light wind. Ocean water temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. You do see a lot of people out there without wetsuits. It is a water temperature that you can tolerate without a wetsuit. Water's warming up to close to 70 degrees here and getting into the near summer range, although a bit cool generally at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Weather conditions today, partly sunny, hazy from those wildfires. We got those air quality alerts up from the wildfires. Highs in the middle 70s, northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as I mentioned before, over 400 active wildfires in the United States. Plus, Canada also has scores of active wildfires that all of these are affecting North American air quality. And here in the Nags Head region, we have a 40% chance of rain today. Heading on down south to Rodanthe, according to the wave monitors, waves in the range of about 2 feet. Might be a little bit smaller than that, just given these observations that we're getting. Winds out of the east-northeast, primary swell out of the east-northeast at 8 seconds. That is a 1.8 foot swell. Winds out of the north at 11 miles per hour. Air temperatures 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 67. Weather conditions about the same, partly sunny, highs in the middle 70s, northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hazy from the wildfire smoke, chance of rain 20%. And then for our last observation, we're going to head on down to Buxton where the waves are in the range of 2 to 3 feet, according to the wave monitors. Winds out of the, primary swell out of the east-northeast at 1.8 foot. That is an 8-second swell. Winds out of the north-northwest at 5 miles per hour. Air temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperature is getting very close to 70 down there in Buxton at 69 degrees Fahrenheit. And weather conditions, partly sunny, highs in the middle 70s. Northerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, hazy from the wildfires, air quality alert, and chance of rain 20%. So thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report, a smoky and small session due to those wildfires. And as I always do at the end, I'd just like to urge you guys to please help do everything you can to speed the clean energy transition to wind, water, solar, power generation, and electric vehicles and power storage by batteries. These are the rapidly deployable clean energy systems at the present time. And hopefully we'll get some more clean energy technologies underway as well. But the clean energy technologies that are available are capable of rapidly reducing carbon emissions and also reducing those harmful impacts that we see today from climate change, while also protecting our coastlines from the impacts of sea level rise, worsening storms due to warmer ocean waters, and ocean acidification due to all that nasty carbon in the atmosphere driven by fossil fuel burning. So thank you for joining me once again, and if you do get out in the waves today, I hope you find some good waves out there despite the small wave conditions, and I hope you shred it up. This is Robert Scribbler signing off.